Hey you guys, well good morning, welcome to day 5. So today, as requested, was a Matwork Pilates class. Just a reminder that if you've never done Pilates before, the thought process behind it is that we really want to engage those muscles before we move them. So if you've ever been on a tense machine or maybe even a vibro gym where you stand on it and the muscles sort of go whoop and activate immediately, you're wanting to create that power but by yourself. If you're doing the exercises and they feel really easy and really simple, or it's hurting like at the point where your joints are connecting, then you're doing it wrong and you need to stop and reset, and possibly even reach out through private messenger, or even we can do a video chat or something along those lines to make sure that you're doing the technique correctly. Apart from that, today you'll need a resistance band, and let's get going. We're going to start lying down today, so finding a nice comfy spot. Make sure your resistance bands are close to you. Having your hands on the floor. Having your feet hip distance apart, so that there should be about 2 fists to 1 fist gap between your knees. I want you to imagine drawing your ribs in towards the center, so lacing up your ribs as you go through. And then exhaling back out. Inhale, engaging the muscles just between the base of your bra strap and the top of your hips for now. If you place your hands on the outside of your rib cage, you'll feel the ribs floating into the palms of your hands, and as you exhale, you should feel your fingers coming closer towards each other as they go through. That's it, keep going. Try again. Inhale, wrapping them through. That's it. Okay. So coming through to your pelvis now, having those hands over your hips. We're gently going to tilt the pelvis in and then back out. Now when you're doing this, nothing else should be sliding. You want to make sure that your head isn't going up and down, that you're staying centered into the floor. You might find that you're pressing through the heels of your feet to get your hips to tilt. And it's a really small movement, only a couple of centimeters each way. Thinking about bringing your outside in, so back hole up. Well done. Take your thumbs to the base of the ribs and your tall finger to the top of your hips. Now, try and slide as you exhale your ribs closer towards your hips. Now, this takes a bit of practice. So inhale, your ribs and your thumb will slide away from you, and exhale, gently sliding your ribs down to meet. Excellent job. Last one. Beautiful. Now finishing all 3 pieces together, so ribs to the center, sliding your ribs down and gently drawing that bottom half of the pelvis or the pelvic floor in. So inhale, exhale, wrapping everything up. Should be nice and hard. Use your fingers to push through. You should be able to push through your fat and skin layer, but you shouldn't be able to push all the way through. You should feel that muscle connection stop your fingers from going any further. Now engaging that core. Gently tilting through the pelvis again, allowing yourself to come all the way up until your glutes are active and strong and you've got a straight line from your knee all the way to your shoulders. Now rolling down, keeping your hips as high as you can, keeping your chin in, don't let it lift. Coming back down. Come one more up to hold. Holding at the top, gently elevate one leg out. It can come down towards the floor, back up, and in. I'm not taking it up too high too soon. Opposite side, making sure those hips aren't dropping. Down, up, and in. Curling through the pelvis, wrapping those ribs. Coming up way tall, keeping that bottom up tall, reaching it down towards the floor. Good, then reaching it back up nice and tall. Keep those hips up, bring it in, hold, reaching up nice and tall, hips up, try not to just let it sink down to the floor. That's it, lifting it nice and tall, up, bending it in, and then relax and roll it all the way down. Bringing both knees in, small circles one way, small circles the other way, and then coming back into neutral. Reconnect the center, bringing one foot up into tabletop position. We're going to gently take the leg out and down, and back up and in. Level 2, you'll hold both legs into tabletop position, but you're still just moving that one side as it goes through. And level 3, you'll be moving both as they go through. Now, a really important connection is to make sure that you're not feeling like those legs are just hanging there. You're wanting to make sure that you're activating them as they're going down and up. Keep going. Do one more on that side for level 1 and 2, and then swapping to the other side. So level 1 should feel the bottom really turned on. It shouldn't be hanging. So if you put your hand on the side of your bottom cheek, as you press your toe away from you, you should feel your bottom squeezing up into the hip. Thinking about sucking the knee up into the hip as well is a great cue. So level 2 and level 3. Do one more. Ought to be equal for you. Great job. Getting your resistance band, placing it under the side of one foot for level 1 and 2, both feet for level 3. Cross it so you know that you've got it nice and safe. Bring it back into that forward position. Now as you press your heel away, you're going to keep your elbows bent. As you bring it back in, you're going to relax your arms. So level 1, you'll just do the bicep curl. Level 2 and level 3, you'll do the arm extension as it goes up and through. Now what we're looking for is not to spring back. Nice and controlled movement. So level 2, remember your opposite leg is off the floor. And level 3, you'd be doing both feet at the same time. Swapping legs. So level 1, you're here with your bicep curl. Level 2. Or extension of the arms. Beautiful. Coming back to your original leg, getting it to be straight this time, taking your arms out wide as you press the heel down, 2, 3, lift tall, down, 2, 3, lift tall. Now what you're going to notice is whether your foot wants to turn or whether you're finding that you're pulling up on one side more than the other side. With your arms, make sure you're not hunching your shoulders, make sure your shoulder blades are wrapped gently into the floor. Good, one more on this side, 2, 1, and lift. Easiest way is to uncross them slightly, move your leg in, and then swap the legs out. Coming down, 3, 2, 1, and lift. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Think about those shoulders. 3, 2, 1, and lift. And again. 3, 2, 1, and lift. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Beautiful job. Bringing both feet in if you feel comfortable to do so, leaving them up nice and tall. You're going to do an elbow bend as it comes through. So reaching long, elbow press and in, reaching long, elbow press and in. One more, reaching long, elbow press and in. Beautiful job. Keeping them wrapped around your ankles as you bring them down. You're gently going to tuck your chin in and curl your arms up, and then relaxing and rolling back down. Good job. Coming up. Hello. Don't put kisses. And then back down.
Biscuits on my carpet.
Did she? Can you go and pick them up for me?
No, because
It's a lot of hard work. Oh, can I help you once I'm finished? Thank you. Good. Trying one more. Beautiful job. Oh, that's it. Excellent work. So this time we're going to try and encourage the sitting all the way forward in the movement. So stretching your legs out in front of you, using the resistance band to help you get up. Not exactly sure how I'm going to get up with Eloise on my chest, so I'm going to roll with the punches. Gently rolling all the way forward, letting the resistance band pull you gently forward as you go. And then sitting up nice and tall, stacking the bones. And then curling from the tailbone down, so curling through as you come down, trying to press through gently, not doing too much squeezing with those lovely glutes. Rolling your chin down, rolling through. And sitting up nice and tall. And gently rolling all the way back down. Nice work. There shouldn't be any popping. Excellent job. We're going to roll over onto our tummies now. So coming over onto your tummy, bringing your resistance band around in front of you. You're going to have your arms out in front. And you're going to have your feet just a little bit apart. So I want you to think about squeezing your bottom. And as your bottom gets even more of a squeeze, then your legs will elevate up off the ground. Now in the same aspect, your chest will lift to counterbalance it. Anyone with any shoulder issues, please keep your hands on the ground. Otherwise, you can elevate your arms up and keep your chin in so that there's no kinks in the line. We're gently going to pulse our arms out to the side and 4 and down. Trying again, lifting up, pulse, 2, 3 and 4 and down. And again, up, pulse, 2, 3 and 4 and down. And last one, pulse, 2, 3 and 4 and down. Beautiful job. We're going to push back into child's pose, give that back a little stretch. I'm going to come back this way. Hello. You ready? Coming back into child's pose. I'm going to put my knees out to the side today to stretch down nice and deep and low. And then coming back up into our 4-point position. We're going to tuck our toes underneath us, have our hands underneath our shoulder blades. And we're gently going to wrap our shoulder blades in. We're going to barely bring our knees up off the ground, and we're going to do it for 8. We're going to hold, and then we're going to pulse for 8, and then we'll have a little rest, and we'll try again. So coming knees off the ground, so just very gently off the ground. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and pulse, go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Have a little rest. Give your wrists a shake before you stretch them. Great job. Let's try again. Bringing your toes underneath. Let's do 2 sets this time. Shoulders wrapping down. Holding off the ground for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And pulse, go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and pulse, go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back, shake those hands first. Great job, and then stretch the wrists. Beautiful. Last one for on the floor. We're going to place the resistance band underneath one knee. Great job. And it's going to be in the hand of the same knee it's under. The opposite leg's going to come gently up and off the floor, and you're going to extend the arm out and away. You're curling in as you bring that knee into the body, and then stretching back out. Curling in, and then stretching back out. Curling in.
She's doing it.
Is she? And stretching back out. Curling in, and stretching back out.
You're doing it. You're doing
Good. Holding it out there and pulsing up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it down. Bring it back up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Beautiful. Swapping knees with your resistance band. So remember, it's in the same hand as it's on the knee. The opposite leg is off the ground. Shoulder blades are wrapped. Coming out first, and then wrapping under, curling the spine, reaching long. Curling the spine, reaching long. Last one. Holding it out there, pulsing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Touch the ground, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Touch the ground. Last one. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Sit back into child's pose. Beautiful. Tuck your tail and draw those toes. Walking your hands back up towards your feet. Wrap your hands around one side. Wrap your hands around the opposite side. Coming back to the center. Gently bend the knees and articulate from the heels all the way through the back of the legs, tailbone, walking each vertebrae up, each piece at a time. So just finishing off with your standing sequence. One foot on top. You're going to tuck your elbows in, wrap those shoulder blades. You're doing a bicep curl with the upper torso, and you're allowing the ankle to roll from side to side. This is a really nice one because we're not getting to be able to go on those nice long walks at the moment. So if this is something that you're stuck in there, hey Ella, you're really close to the edge there. You're really close to the edge. Good. 2 and 1. Good job. Swapping legs. Down, 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 down. Good girl. Thank you. And then milking again. Same aspect with those arms. Pressing them through, shoulder blades back in, walking it through. Good girl. That's better. Yeah, that's better. And 1. Placing both feet, keeping the distance a little bit apart. Coming down into that squat position. We're going to pulse. 2, 3, 4, roll your shoulders and come back down. Now hands go forward this time. Pulse. 2, 3, 4, stand tall, roll your shoulders, sit down to the side. Pulse. 2, 3, 4, stand tall, roll your shoulders, Repeat from the top. And down. 2, 3, 4. Stand tall. Roll your shoulders. Sit to the floor and pulse. 2, 3, 4. Stand. Roll. Sit to the sides. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. Stand. Roll your shoulders. Now come into a still position, imagining that magnetic feeling against the floor. Your bottoms shouldn't be hanging in space, they should be active, so pulling them up and into your hips. Good. Now bring your hands forward, around the outside, back as far behind you as you can let them go, and then forward again. Your bottoms have turned off, turn them back on. Aha, there we go, forward and around. How did I know that? I know you all very well, even through a camera. That's it. Turn those bottoms back on. One more. Good. Back the opposite way. Very good. Pulsing through the floor. Little pulses this time. Remember that heat through the thighs is a beautiful feeling. And stand tall. Let your resistance band go. Inhale up. Coming up onto your toes. 3, 2, 1. Up. 3, 2, 1. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Give yourself a big squeeze. Mwah, mwah. Maybe the only cuddle you're getting while you're hanging out inside. But thank you so much for joining us, and a huge shout out to the USA, Canada, Philippines, Ireland, New Zealand, and Aussies that have all joined us in today. If there's anyone else who's added us too, let me know and I'll give you a shout out tomorrow. But thanks so much. Head to Mum on the Run 24/7 and like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That would be awesome. See you later.